Well, I guess it's time we finally pick a winner. Who do you guys think won? H1A8, I saw your messages, and here we are. We're going to finish this battle today and decide the winner of best Sony headphone and probably the best headphone of the year. What is up, guys? It's BT back here again with another battle. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I have just been in love with all of Sony's headphones this year. They really stepped up their game from last year, fixed a lot of the problems. So here we are today. We're gonna have a battle between the WH-1000XM2s and the new Sony H.ear on 2s. I think personally that these are probably the two best headphones that you can buy for wireless noise cancellation over-ear headphones at the moment. So which one is the best? And not only the best, which one is best for you? Today we're going to get into all that and decide a winner. So today is going to be mostly about discerning between these small little differences between these two headphones. If you guys want the full review, full detail of each headphone, I will link my videos down below so you can get a review of all those and all the different features. But for now, I just want to focus on the main differences that some people might find important in choosing one over the other. So let's start this thing off with the comfort and design. Now, me personally, I just want to start this off by saying that the WH-1000XM2s and the Sony H.ear on 2s are both very comfortable. I did find that the WH-1000XM2s, it's a mouthful, they aren't as comfortable because the leather that they use is a lot hotter. It keeps your ears hotter, so I found myself having to take them off constantly, have to let my ears breathe. Whereas the Sony H.ear 2s are a lot more comfortable. They're a lot more cooler, so these can be worn in the gym without making you sweat before you even walk into the gym. The band is a little bit bigger on the Sony H.ear on 2s, but that makes them feel a little bit more sturdier. I don't know if you guys have heard about Crackgate with the 1000XM2s, but some people have reported that they have cracked. I've tried my best to crack these things and I cannot. I don't know what people are doing. Are you guys throwing them out the window or running over them with your car? I can't seem to break mine. So if you've broken these, let me know down in the comments below how you broke them. So even though the band on the Sony H.ear on 2s is bigger, like width-wise, they actually don't fan out as much and they keep a lower profile than the 1000XM2s. The 1000XM2s fan out a little bit, which can get in the way of like your daily commute and things like that. So that's something to keep in mind if you are going to try to use either one of these for the gym. Both have touch controls, but I did find that the 1000XM2s, they seemed a little bit more responsive. So when you press play on the Sony H.ear on 2s, I noticed that once you press down on it hard and you release, that air kind of creates a suction and it's very uncomfortable. I did not get that with the 1000XM2s, so I like the touch controls on the 1000XM2s a little bit better. Otherwise, they are exactly the same. Also too, with the Sony 1000XM2s, you can hold your right palm over your ear and this pauses your song temporarily, and then you can take it off and it plays again, which is something that the Sony H.ear on 2s don't have. The 1000XM2s lay down flat, so you can lay these down flat on your chest, so when you are traveling, these will stay out of your way. They won't choke you like the Sony H.ear on 2s, so that's something to consider. Also, the 1000XM2s have a airplane adapter where you can plug this in, watch movies, listen to whatever they have on the plane, and that's something that the Sony H.ear on 2s don't have. So the 1000XM2s I feel like are more focused towards a traveler, and the H.ear on 2s are more focused towards a commuter, an everyday person. Me personally, for the winner of this round, I have to go with the Sony H.ear on 2s, and let me tell you why. I mean, I only travel 2 times a year. I'm not a heavy traveler, so the accessories and the laying down of the headphones don't really bother me too much, but the main thing for me is that these keep very cool. The Sony H.ear on 2s keep very cool, cooler than the WH-1000XM2s. So I can wear them for a longer period of time, I can enjoy my music longer, and I can use them in more situations like the gym. But like I said, if you're a traveler, you may want to go with the 1000XM2s. And by travel, I mean you are a jet setter and you need that adapter, you need the lay down features all the time. Okay, so when it comes to noise cancellation, both of these are great, but one is greater than the other. The 1000XM2s just have that added noise cancellation that just put these over the top. You can adjust what sounds come in, whether that's voices or ambient noise. There's just a lot more control, and when they have the pressurized system in the app, which you just hold the ambient button for 2 seconds, it turns on and it adjusts your noise cancellation to the actual pressure, like let's say for instance in a cabinet on a plane. Isn't that incredible? So this really does work. Even when I turn it on in my room, I notice that the noise cancellation goes up, it gets a little bit better. So I have to give the noise cancellation round to the Sony 1000XM2s. Alright, so let's talk about the sound and the differences between the two. Now the 1000XM2s are going to be more for bass lovers and rap and EDM and things like that, but keep in mind that they do kind of muddy up that mid and the higher range in songs. But keep in mind that bass kind of overtakes the mids and the highs. No matter what EQ I would set it on, this would happen. Whereas on the Sony H.ear, the mids are just forward, they're in your face, pow, they're there. The highs are also very detailed, so more detailed oriented people will want to go with the Sony H.ear, and the more bass heavy, not so much detailed, but just want that bass, that thumping, that rumbling, go with the 1000XM2s. And that's not to say that the Sony H.ear are bad with bass. They are great as well, they just don't rumble as much. So the soundstage in the Sony H.ear is slightly more enjoyable because of that added detail. You can hear instruments to the left, to the right of you. It's just very, very good, and that's what I'm about. I love bass too, but I love my bass and my detail. I like my cake and I want to eat it too. So I find myself picking up and going with the Sony H.ear for sound. So for the sound round, I prefer the Sony H.ear. And I think even bass lovers will love them as well, honestly. Okay, so for the battery life, the WH-1000XM2s are coming in at 28 hours and the Sony H.ear are coming in at 22 hours. So let's just make this easy. The Sony 1000XM2s are the winner for the battery round. The connection, honestly, in my testing has been the exact same. They both have the same distance, no breakups anywhere that I go. So both are just very, very solid pieces of tech. The call quality, the Sony H.ear are just better. The WH-1000XM2s, you would think that they are marketed towards more of a traveler, a business person. You know, you see the person on their website looking out the window and looking all cool. Yeah, they're not that great for calls. I don't recommend them at all, actually, for important calls because they sound kind of bad. The Sony H.ear, on the other hand, are very good. So if you're wanting to use these for calls, I would definitely recommend going with the Sony H.ear. So in conclusion, the WH-1000XM2s and the Sony H.ear are both great headphones. I mean, just they are the top of the line. Forget Bose, forget all these other companies I can't even think of right now. Forget all of them. Just focus on Sony. These are the two that you need to be deciding between. The 1000XM2s are marketed more towards travelers, and I definitely recommend them. For sure, without a doubt, without hesitation, I recommend these. If you're a traveler, go with the 1000XM2s. If you travel under, I'd say about 5 times a year, you know, you just use these as a commuter, you want to use them for the gym, daily basis because you're going to be making calls or picking up calls, you're going to be in a library, whatever it is that you're going to be doing with them, I would definitely go with the Sony H.ear. And that's where I fall in. I only travel twice a year, like I said, maybe 3 times, 4 times, but not more than 5. And these have been very good for long listening sessions, for the gym, and I've gotten more use out of my dollar by getting the Sony H.ear. All things considered, my pick, my winner for this battle is the Sony H.ear. Alright, so that's going to conclude this battle. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If I didn't answer any of your guys' questions, I'm always here for you guys. You know, BT is always here for you guys. So yeah, drop me a comment. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already for more content. I got a lot more stuff coming. I got a giveaway coming. If you made it this far, I got a 5K giveaway soon, like my next video. So stay tuned. So thank you for all the support. I know this is very long, but yeah, I love you guys. It's been your boy BT saying peace.